Hey, good trippers. Welcome to Be a Good Tripper travel vlog. I'm sitting here with Mackenzie, one of our amazing travel advisors.
I'm so excited for this. I love talking about travel deals. I feel like
Yes.
that's one of the more underrated things that people don't understand that we look for on a daily basis, but
hmm
travel deals part of our daily routine for
Yeah,
sure.
it really is. It is kind of ingrained. It's ingrained in our workflow and everything that we do. So, yeah, today we're talking about travel deals, travel promos. We have a lot of people reach out to us and be like, I saw this deal. How is it? Can you get it for me? And so, yeah, I think it's something on the daily that we're looking at, but not necessarily chasing.
Right. Yeah. I would
Like
agree.
they are either there or they aren't. I think the number one thing that I see is there's a lot of fake promos when it comes to travel. The cruise lines are awesome at it. Third and fourth people for free. Or then it's, you know, 50% everybody. Like you can quote a cruise for 2 months and see 4 different promos come out and the price never changes.
Yep. Agreed.
Yep. Okay. What are some of your favorite supplier promos that you see that you feel like travelers can really take advantage of? Where do you save people the most money?
I would say probably promo wise, Disney.
Oh,
Disney
yeah.
doesn't always come out with them like a year in advance. So you might want to book your Disney trip a year in advance, but your price is probably going to change depending on when you're traveling. So my favorite thing is booking somebody with a $5,000 vacation and then sending them an email 3 months before they leave and being like, hey, guess what? That $5,000 vacation is now $3,500. All because I was looking out for your best interest and applied this promo. Nothing changed.
Right.
Just us taking the initiative to apply the promos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Disney's pretty awesome. I think I saved a couple families together combined, well, each about $1,200.
Yeah.
Last week when the holiday promos came out.
It's huge. I feel like it's kind of underrated. They come out with a variety of them. Sometimes it's resort only. They do Disney Plus promos. So it's kind of all over the place.
But the nice thing is we can actually take a look and see which one benefits them the best.
Exactly. We can literally side by side compare everything, which is not something you can probably just do on the standard website.
Yeah. I think the thing a lot of people don't realize too is sometimes you can book something and that price is locked in. Like you aren't, even if a promotion comes out after the fact, you're done. Like it's booked, you can't change it. And other times you can. Or there's some products that if you buy travel insurance, then that travel insurance allows you to rebook it at a lower price. So there's a lot of different situations I feel like where you can take advantage of discounts or promos later and save money. And there's some instances you just can't.
Right.
Disney we can, right? But you book a non-refundable hotel rate, like there's no changing that.
Exactly. But I also think we're really good about being transparent with that up front. I tell a lot of my Disney clients, yes, it might be this price now, but there is a chance that promos will come out. So I'm also holding myself accountable because I'm telling you that if there's a promo coming out, I'm looking out for your best interest and you don't even have to lift a finger.
Right. We're setting our alarm for about 4 a.m., getting up and we're getting in the queue.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's one of the, I feel like, it's a little stressful for our jobs to do it, but it's also one of those things where it's rewarding because you also have to remember we're taking our time to do this for our clients. We're investing in this to save our clients a ton of money. Well, it's also taking money out of our pocket when we do that. So
it is.
But that's why, at Good Trip Travel Co., we have as one of our standards that everything's in our client's best interest. Okay, cruise lines, other cruise line offers. Royal Caribbean has tons of offers.
Yes, especially I would say family focused. Those kids sail for free. You can't beat that, honestly.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll save you some money. Sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
It's just, travel pricing's dynamic. The computers are setting your prices and they're figuring it out at the time of pricing. Works just the same for us as travel agents as it does for the consumers.
Yep, exactly.
We have a lot of people reach out. We get a lot of calls in the office that's at our agency and people say, well, what's your pricing? Like all the time. And well, we don't really I don't set the pricing, right? Like you're paying us to find you the best value, the best deal. And we're here to educate you and to book the thing that is in your best interest. So
exactly.
It's not quite how, most agencies work. Some still do a lot of net modeling, but we don't.
Right. But I feel like most people, I mean, we are getting them the best deal, but I feel like most people are walking in our doors because they want the service.
Yeah.
I hear nonstop, I want my vacation to be stress free. Like,
Mhm.
well, you walked in the right place because you probably don't know that you shouldn't fly in the same day that you're leaving on a cruise.
Mhm.
Somebody might make that mistake if they didn't go through a travel advisor. Or you might think gratuities are included and they aren't. So you're surprised with a $300 bill at the end of the cruise. So there's little things that we do here and there, but we're also looking out for the best interest price wise too. So best of both worlds. And there's a lot of piecing together that goes with that. So how do you find a good deal when you're piecing everything together like that?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know, when we are putting together what we call a custom FIT, like a very customized Europe trip, we're not really looking for the promos or hotel discounts. There's just too many moving parts to do that. Usually where we're trying to save our clients money is how we book it. If we're doing a package, are we going to book air and hotel separate? You know, it's how you book it. And can sometimes save money. Our biggest focus, usually, I feel like when booking Europe, is just making sure the logistics are there. So we can sometimes save money by having people be on a train in the morning instead of mid-morning, you know, earlier or later in the day instead of afternoon when a lot of people are traveling. So there's little things you can do as far as what you're booking to save money. But as far as promos or coupons or deals, it's just not really usually there for that. Air is where we really focus on, you know, where we can save the most. Sometimes you can book somebody a day later and it'll save $1,000 for a family of 4.
Right.
So it's looking into those components. Then you have river cruising and escorted tours. There you do have some really awesome offers. Again, not necessarily on coupon codes or promo codes, but they will, like right now, for example, river cruises are trying to fill their fall river cruises, right? Late summer, early fall. So I know I got a lot of incredible pricing that came through my email inbox yesterday where it's like, oh man, you know, somebody needs to do this Uniworld Venice cruise because this pricing is incredible. So I think that's usually where we see those last minute deals. Like a lot of people are like, I want last minute cruise deals. Well, they're out there, but you know, where I really see last minute deals is in the escorted guided tours and river cruises where they're trying to fill space.
I could see that.
So that's always fun is when we're able to find those last minute offers. We do have quite a few folks that reach out and they're like, oh, when you see a good deal pop out, can you reach out to me? You know, and it's like, well, you know, are you going to pay me to check that every day?
Right.
You know, when we have thousands of clients, that's not really the intent of our business. We're not a huge corporation that has the finances to be able to send out all of those notifications and those emails. We are a little bit more reactive when somebody's like, hey, I really want to go to Europe this fall. What's my best options to save some money? Then it's like, oh, well, let's talk.
Right. But I also feel like that comes with client retention, where if you know you have a client that would drop everything, they're retired maybe, and they have been looking for a fall river cruise, you know immediately that you're going to send them that when you get that email because you know your clients.
Yeah, exactly. I'll have stuff come through and it's like, I'll send a text. I'll feel like, oh my God, I saw this. Have you seen this? I know you love Uniworld, like, let's get on it. And then they're like, oh yeah, this is great. So yep, exactly. Knowing your clients. And it's funny, we do know all of our clients. Do you ever have somebody call and be like, you probably don't know who this is, but I'm so-and-so. I booked a trip with you. And you're like,
I never forget you, actually.
I'm like, nope, I know you, John. And I know your date of birth.
Yep.
And I know your mom's name and your kids' ages. No.
And your birthday was last week.
Yeah,
Yep.
John, it's me, Mackenzie. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
That's always funny. Yeah, we know you.
Mhm.
Okay, what about all-inclusives?
All-inclusives is kind of a different beast, I would say. I mean, there is a lot of hotel exclusive promotions that we can do, right? But I think what people don't realize is we have more, on some of them, exclusive pricing because of the organizations that we're a part of. So we can do exclusive promo codes. You're not going to find that on Google. Your Good Trip Travel Advisor is going to know that and have access to it and save you money without you even knowing that money could be saved.
Yeah, for sure. And groups.
Yes.
The group discounts. Groups don't work quite like people think groups work. Like, I think a lot of people think kind of old school group, like, oh, if you book a block of Marriott rooms, you get a discounted rate. That's not how groups usually work, especially at all inclusives.
Right.
You know, through a lot of our partners, you have 5 staterooms, 10 travelers, you can get $150 off a person or something. It's more like that. It's not necessarily, it gets cheaper. In fact, it's actually quite the opposite. When we go to contract a block of rooms, again, it comes back to demand and dynamic pricing. You're booking more rooms, the price goes up.
Yeah.
The same with airfare. A lot of people think like, if I book 20 seats, shouldn't we get those discounted? Like, nope, you book 20 seats, you're going to pay more per person for those 20 seats. Like you're just, the more you book, usually the more it goes up. So you can take the gamble, book all of the individual flights, but by the time you get to that 8th person, it's probably going to the price is going to go up.
The airline's going to ping on that and be like, okay, this flight's filling up. We need to increase the price.
Sometimes you can wait a couple days. Sometimes they'll go down. Sometimes you wait a couple days and the price doubles.
Yes.
You just don't know. The airlines are like the stock market.
It's a good comparison. Like the stock market. You literally never know what it's going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we bang our head against the desk quite a bit with the pricing.
What about Universal?
Okay, let's talk about Universal. Universal, they also have some pretty good, actually, they have amazing offers.
Yeah.
What I like is they don't just do offers on rooms and packages, they do it on their tickets.
Yep, exactly. So right now there is a buy 3 days, get 2 for free, which is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of people that they go and they want to go on their check-in day because they get in extremely early and they're like, I don't know what to do on my check-in day. Well, guess what? You bought 4 days, so why don't we just upgrade you to the buy 3 days, get 2 for free? And you can actually go on your check-in day and your checkout day.
What's awesome about Universal too, like if you have a multi-day ticket there, because I feel like Universal's that park where you'd be like, let's go over to City Walk or go back to our hotel. Me personally, it's like, let's get out because everything's so close right there. When we're talking about, Orlando.
Yes.
So yeah. What about, they have like exclusive packages.
Yes, they do.
Do they ever do discounts on those? Like, do they still have the Harry Potter package?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah. So it includes more of like a special treat and the Leaky Cauldron breakfast, stuff like that. But what I see a lot of people taking advantage of promo-wise at Universal, besides the buy 3 days, get 2 for free when that's happening, is the perks of staying at some of their higher end Universal resorts. Because I could price a package with the Express Pass included, staying at one of the value resorts, or I could price it at staying at one of the higher resorts and it's included. 9 times out of 10, it's actually saving them money to stay at a nicer hotel because Express is included. So I think that's kind of an underrated Universal promo.
And I think people are afraid to spend the money.
Yeah.
They really are. Until they're in the park and they're waiting, 2-3 hours for a line. They're like, we should have done that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of people, they get there and they don't understand what Express Pass is. But Express Pass is a lot different because I have a lot of people that go to Universal that have been to Disney or are doing a split stay and doing both all in one trip. So they think, it's kind of like Lightning Lane where I have to make reservations in advance. Universal Express Pass is completely different. You just show up and you get in line every single time.
And the deluxe hotels, they come with unlimited.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, and that's a huge jump in price if you do the Express Pass and you do the single use and the unlimited use.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say is the difference in price in that?
I want to say I actually priced it out for my own personal trip back in December when I was using Express. And I think it was $50, but I was like, I would pay that $50 to save me 3 hours in line, honestly, because my favorite rides I'm going to want to ride more than once in a day, especially when you're going with kids. Imagine explaining to them, hey, I know that was your favorite ride, but we can't do that again because I don't want to wait in line for 3 hours. With unlimited, you just get right back in the Express line. It's super simple.
Now I want to go to Universal.
It's a constant battle.
Get some butterbeer. Let's talk about flights and travel deals. Airlines, not really a thing. No, the only time I really see anything is sometimes I'll get email notifications from like Southwest or Frontier, like check out these low fares or join our Den Club and you get special access to fares. Like I'm an Allegiant credit card holder and I'll get, sometimes they'll do promo codes for their Allegiant accounts. So that's kind of nice. It'll be like $50 or $100. So I can save some money there. But if really outside of that, unless you're a card holder, it's basically, rack up some miles and you may get some free some free air travel. But other than that, it's all pretty much dynamic pricing.
I think of the funniest thing to me is when people go crazy about, is it Travel Tuesday?
Oh,
Where it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
right before they're like, oh my gosh, this is the best day to book. And I'm like, I'm so sorry to break it to you, but I actually was pricing flights yesterday versus Travel Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and they increased every single time.
Yep.
I've done this for 3 years, compared
Mhm.
pricing on
Yep.
flights, and they increase every single time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like those videos you see with Target or some of the big name stores that they like change the price a little bit, but you're not really saving money.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Black Friday deals.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, let's just not do that.
No.
Yeah, usually price goes up then too.
like-
Sometimes there'll be some good deals. The cruise lines will run, like Royal Caribbean usually runs like a really good Black Friday deal on excursions
Yeah.
or their drink packages.
Yep.
Those can sometimes be good. That's worth it.
Yeah.
But when looking at full packages, I don't really see a ton of savings on Black Friday or Travel Tuesday. Then there's always, book on Tuesdays, book on Tuesdays. So again, everything's dynamic pricing. Sometimes it works out in your favor. Kind of general rule of thumb, don't book when everybody else is booking. Everybody books their vacations while they're not on work. Most of people are working 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, right? So book your travel then when everybody's working.
Yep.
Because everybody gets home in the evenings. They book their flights then, book on the weekends. We see a lot of flight hikes. Oh, Allegiant's bad about this, like later in the day.
Yep.
So you always want to book that Allegiant flight first thing in the morning. The flight will go up later in the day, and it goes up usually Friday evening, and it doesn't drop until Monday evening, which is why people say book your travel on Tuesday.
Yep, exactly.
I think just that knowledge, that value, and knowing when and how to book sometimes is more beneficial than necessarily than chasing promo codes.
Yeah. I would
People always
agree.
say, oh, what's the best time to book? Today, right now.
Right.
Like if you're happy with the price, book it now.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, maybe it's a product where you can apply a code or promo later.
Yeah. And my favorite is I'm going with a group. They haven't booked flights yet, but I think this is the flight we want to book. Let's book you before everybody else so that
Mhm.
flight increase does not affect you before the flight starts filling up.
No kidding. Cool. Well, thank you, Mackenzie, for chatting about travel deals and
Absolutely.
promos and how to save money when traveling. And it's definitely something that we work every day on in finding our clients the best value, the best price when booking their vacations.
Awesome. Thanks
All
for having
right.
me.
You're welcome. Thanks. Thanks for listening.